Hello everyone and welcome to episode 8 of the Operation Pontus campaign for the A-18 and DCS world. And today we've got a bit of a different mission because instead of the normal format where I plan the mission, select who's doing what, we have an emergency scramble to intercept. A Russian aircraft is heading towards Georgian airspace and we are tasked to scramble and intercept it before it can reach it. But as we're not at war with Russia, we do have very strict ROE that we must not fire until fired upon, and so we are just to engage and force them to leave. It's just me and my wingman on this one. We've got 2 Sidewinders each, 2 AMRAAMs, and we do have a central fuel tank each. I ditch mine before we actually reach the target area. So anyway, let's jump in. So here's when I reach visual range of the enemy target. It is a flanker, a lone flanker. He sees me there and starts flaring. I've had him locked for quite a while. But again, I can't simply launch on him because of the rules of engagement. So here we end up doing a head-on merge and get really quite close to him. I decide to take it into the vertical. I don't really know what is best in this situation. I do belatedly realise I haven't turned on my countermeasure systems, which was very silly. Momentarily lose sight of him, but there can just see his dark form diving. Under me is my wingman. He is trying to keep formation with me. I'm just trying to fall on this guy's 6, so trying to do a very, very lag pursuit here, but he turns into me. We go for another neutral merge. Here I try and turn a little bit early. Almost get a good position, but it takes me a bit too long to get my nose on him so that he has turned away. The goal for me in this part is just to try and stay on his 6 until he bugs out. But I am definitely struggling here. So at this point, with all these various alarms going off, I am reaching stall speed. I do lower my flaps at this point. I've also got the tone for the seeker heads. I've switched to sidewinders here because we're very, very close range. And again, this would be a great shooting opportunity, but he's not fired on me yet. He's turning back in. We go for another very close range neutral merge. I turn back around. He's climbing high. I'm going into full afterburners at this point, trying to keep up with them. But I'm starting again to stall out, losing nose authority. Come in here, another blindingly close merge. And at this point, I am just struggling to keep control of the aircraft, so I take my eyes off him. And I do lose sight of him here. Do see a plane over there, but that plane is my wingman. Turn towards him for a moment, but then recognise him. The wingman is a lot brighter colour than I am. The enemy is. So they're fairly easy to tell apart. There, you can just see him. I don't think I actually noticed him at this point. He is right on my 6. I don't know how I didn't notice him, but pretty bad. Luckily, my number 2 has managed to get on this guy's 6, and so that is counting towards the timer that this guy has to essentially bug out once we've threatened him enough. So I try and get a bogey dope here since, again, I didn't see him there. I get a clean, and then immediately see fire. So that's probably the best clean call I've ever got, immediately before being shot at. At this point, I'm going full evasive. I deploy my speed brake. I'm trying to force the overshoot. he does overshoot here, so lower speed brake, turn back on him. Now, he has shot at me, so here I'm debating firing or not, because he does seem to be evading, but ROE says I can shoot, but then I get the call to disengage, so I think he sort of gave up at that point, very, very close to shooting him down, but there we go, avoided an international incident, and so then could return home to the carrier. So, pretty interesting mission, definitely different from a lot of the other stuff. Really interesting. I don't know how many of those missions come up in this campaign. I don't know what would have happened if I had engaged. But here we are, going in for a landing. I did not do a good landing here, clipped the backhander, but that was about my 6th landing attempt because at first I had forgot to deploy the air brake and you can't get good angle of attack without the air brake. So anyway, different one that time. If you enjoyed that, do please leave a like and a comment, it really does help things out. And otherwise, I hope to catch you in the next episode. Until then, remember to be kind to yourself and everyone else. Cheers.